Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, today we are strapping in for an absolute masterclass in document processing and physical typing skills. We're going to fundamentally change how you interact with your keyboard and really how you process text in general. Look, whether you're just drafting a quick email to your boss or hammering out a 50-page report, the actual physical act of getting words from your brain onto the screen is something we totally take for granted. But mastering it, that's a real game changer.
You know that feeling, right? You're completely in the zone, your fingers are flying across the keys, you finish this absolutely brilliant paragraph, only to look up and see a glaring, squiggly red line. Or worse, a totally butchered word right in the middle of a company-wide email. It's so frustrating. Mistakes are just inevitable, but in this explainer, we're approaching this problem from two angles. First, we're going to look at the professional cure for communicating and fixing those mistakes, and second, we'll explore the physical method for preventing them from happening in the first place.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our agenda for today. 1. The cost of typing errors. 2. Decoding printers' correction signs. 3. Real-world editing applications. 4. Mastering speed and accuracy. 5. Essential keyboard typing drills. And 6. Tips for typing success. Section 1. The cost of typing errors. Navigating mistakes. Listen, no matter how advanced your skills are, typing mistakes are just an unavoidable reality of office work. But it's not just about hitting the wrong key, is it? It's about the hidden costs. Every single error costs valuable time. You have to identify it, read it, and manually fix it. And when these mistakes go uncorrected, or if they're poorly communicated while someone's editing, they severely reduce the overall efficiency of your workflow. Plus, they totally ruin the neatness and professionalism of the final document. Typos literally create a massive bottleneck. That is exactly why professionals don't just rely on guessing. They require a standardized, highly structured system to flag these errors instantly. Section 2. Decoding printers' correction signs. The secret language. So, what is this structured system? Well, think of printers' correction signs as a highly specialized nonverbal communication tool used between editors, proofreaders, and typists. Instead of writing out a long, messy note saying, "Hey, please remove the third word on the second line," you just use a single, undeniable symbol. These symbols show the exact corrections that must be made in any typed or printed work. It's brilliant. Now, what's really interesting about this is how simple, yet totally authoritative these commands are. Take the delete sign. It's a direct command to remove an unwanted word or letter. Boom, gone. The insert sign means something is missing and absolutely must be added. Now, transpose is a real lifesaver. It tells the typist to swap the position of jumbled letters or words, which happens all the time when you're typing way too fast. Close up tells you to remove those accidental spaces between words, and new paragraph is the definitive instruction to just break up a massive, unreadable block of text. Each symbol is basically a quick, indisputable instruction for fixing a draft. But wait, what happens when an editor actually changes their mind? This brings us to a highly specific, totally vital, and honestly often misunderstood correction sign, STET. STET simply means ignore the correction and leave it exactly as it was originally written. It is basically the ultimate undo button on paper. During the proofreading process, if someone crosses out a word but then realizes, wait, actually scratch that, the original word was perfect, they just write STET. It saves everyone from massive confusion and endless rewriting. Section 3. Real-world editing applications. Who uses the code? You might be wondering, who actually uses this stuff outside of a classroom? The answer is any professional environment where accuracy is absolutely paramount. In newspapers and journalism, where deadlines are exceptionally tight, editors rely on this exact framework to rapidly turn around articles. In corporate offices, secretaries and executives use it to finalize critical contracts without any miscommunication. Publishing companies literally live and breathe these signs to ensure books go to print flawlessly. It's a universal language, used every single day to make sure final documents are polished, professional, and entirely error-free. Section 4. Mastering speed and accuracy. The prevention. So the crucial point is we need to pivot entirely from fixing errors to preventing them from happening in the first place. Speed obviously means typing quickly. Accuracy means typing without mistakes, characterized by total freedom from errors. But here is the thing. One without the other is completely useless. If you have blazing speed but you make a mistake every 3 words, your workflow just grinds to a total halt during editing. Conversely, if your accuracy is perfect, but you're using a 2-finger peck method to type like 10 words a minute, you're never going to get anything done. True keyboard mastery requires both speed and accuracy working in perfect, uninterrupted harmony.
Achieving that harmony is the ultimate productivity hack. Seriously, you save massive amounts of time in your daily tasks. You eliminate the need for heavy editing by significantly reducing errors right at the source. It improves your overall efficiency, freeing you up to tackle other tasks, and it practically guarantees pure neatness in your final output.
Section 5. Essential Keyboard Typing Drills. Building Muscle Memory.
Let's move to and see how this builds actual muscle memory. You achieve this through structured physical exercises. We start with alphabetic sentence drills. These are highly specific typing exercises that contain every single letter of the alphabet. The mechanics here are brilliant. By forcing you to hit every single letter, these drills ensure that every finger gets a full workout across the entire keyboard layout. You are stretching your reach to the absolute furthest keys.
You have almost certainly seen this famous sentence, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." This is a pangram, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a sentence that uses every letter of the alphabet at least once. I challenge you to mentally track it right now. As you type this out, your fingers are forced to travel from the top rows to the bottom, left to right, literally leaving no key untouched. It's not just a cute sentence, it is a full gym workout for your hands, forcing complete, total keyboard familiarity.
Now, once your fingers know exactly where to reach, you contrast that with one-line sentence drills. Instead of playing keyboard gymnastics trying to find every letter, this drill is all about developing a steady, unstoppable rhythm. By repeating short phrases like "practice makes perfect" or "typing requires accuracy" over and over again, you train your brain to group common letter sequences together. This dramatically enhances your consistent finger movement and smooths out your overall typing cadence. It's like finding your groove.
Section 6. Tips for Typing Success. Actionable Steps. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact foundation of every professional typist, from data entry officers to top-tier journalists. Ready? Step 1. Sit properly. Good posture prevents fatigue, which keeps you accurate for way longer. Step 2. Keep your eyes focused strictly on the screen, not your keys. This creates an immediate feedback loop so you catch errors the second they happen. Step 3 is the real secret. Anchor your hands using correct finger placement on the home keys. That is your base camp. Step 4, avoid rushing. Let your natural rhythm dictate your speed so you maintain accuracy. And finally, step 5, practice regularly. Muscle memory fades fast without repetition. So I want to leave you with this final thought. The keyboard is arguably the ultimate tool of the modern age, right? But it is only as effective as the hands that guide it. Knowing this secret language to fix mistakes is incredibly powerful for sure. But having the physical mastery to prevent them from happening in the first place, that is transformational. So what step will you take today to master your keyboard, eliminate those errors, and completely transform your daily workflow? Get out there, start practicing, and see the difference for yourself.